He's like, oh, have you wrestled before? I'm like, nah, man, I didn't want to get hit with chairs. It's exactly my response. Like, nah, man, I don't want to get hit with chairs and things
Keep the
like
turnbuckles
that.
away.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't trying to do all that.
Right.
So he kind of laughed. I mean, he's like, why don't you come in and try it out? Just come in. You're not going to get hit with a chair or nothing like that. Come in and try it out. But I still didn't know what to expect.
Right.
So I'm the cool cat. I'm like, wrestling, I ain't doing that stuff. I'm going to play football, basketball, maybe run track here and there, but football and basketball, that's it.
Absolutely.
That's my ticket.
Right.
I'm 5'2", 103 pounds.
Right.
So going into that freshman year, football wasn't working out. I live in I'm in Texas.
Yeah, there's
now.
some big dudes in Texas.
It's a football state. So
absolutely.
I just remember I took this bad hit. It was like 3 games left in the season. Of course, I was on B team because I'm 5'2", 100 pounds. I wasn't going places. I took this bad hit, and I just remember laying there, looking up at the sun, and I'm screaming out every word every cuss word in my mind I could think of.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, this ain't it. This ain't working. Like I gotta find something else.
Right.
And they kept every now and then they'll see me in the hallways. They're like, why don't you come in, come try it out. So I remember one day I peeked my head in the room, and he was like 70 dudes in there, sweating, like just slamming each other. And it's if you've never been in a wrestling room, there's an odor, there's a stench that you get. And I'm not necessarily it's a bad odor, it's a stench that just it represents so many things. It represents all that hard work that these people are doing, putting in, and the sweat and just that stench. And I was just like, nope. Not me. Nah, I'm not. I can't get down with that.
You gotta Febreze the wrestling room for Kamaru at this time.
Facts. I'm like, nah, I can't get down with that.
Right.
And then they kept digging at me, poking at me. And then one day I was just like, you know what, man? I'm already feeling like football ain't gonna be it.
Okay.
Cause I'm so small. I'm gonna go in and try it out.
Right.
So I just went in myself one day, and I remember getting beat up by this girl. This girl smashed me. I'm talking, she double-legging me, slamming me on my neck,
right?
Putting me in holds.
Yeah.
And and the thing about wrestling at that state, and when you're a freshman, that's the age where you're hitting puberty.
Absolutely.
And so obviously we know girls mature faster than boys.
Sure.
So some of the girls are already there. They can compete at this time. Now it's almost equal. And this girl is just pummeling me, slamming me, throwing me around, putting me in holds. I knew nothing. And the thing about wrestling at that point, it's not a fight, but it is a fight.
Right.
Because if you don't know the techniques to defend yourself, you're in trouble.
Right.
And this girl was I just remember her smashing me